And if you don't know, now you know. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I'm here at Kinderlift of Colorado. Since 1993, they have been providing the safety aid for children learning to ski or snowboard for parents in the United States, Canada, and now across the world. I'm here with Randy, who is the owner, head mogul, pretty much man of all trades. Share with me a little bit, Randy. Obviously a passion for skiing, a passion for helping kids. That's probably part of the mental makeup that started this idea. Share with me how this got started for you.
That's a good question. About 8 years ago now, I was skiing at Keystone with my family, and I had a new granddaughter, and I have a passion for skiing, and I happened to see little kids on the slopes in ski school. They'd go down and they'd fall. The ski instructor would slide up to them and use the backstrap to pick them up. So I followed the ski school down the bottom of the hill, and it happened multiple times, and then I'm thinking, what is that? And that turned into, when I got to the bottom of the hill, I saw them loading the kids up, and everybody was grabbing the backstrap again to help the little kids get up, get on the lift. So I followed them up to the top, and that turned into me Googling children's safety ski vests, and that's where I found a company called Kinderlift.
That is fantastic. Let me ask you this. Colorado, we have snow year-round, and when there's snow, there's definitely skiing. Why do you think skiing continues to be such a popular sport and family pastime?
I just think it's the greatest thing in the world. For me, I love cold weather. I love going skiing. And I just think there's a certain type person that loves it and does it for life. And then there are other people that try it once, and it's cold, I want to quit. And I'm one, and my family is one of, this is a fun, something to do outdoors.
I would say quite a few people have the same idea as you. They have it pretty much in their blood. When we see these professionals jet across the slopes at amazing speeds, we see families who are able to trek along the mountain easier than walking. Kind of hard to imagine that many of those started as kids, basically having a hard time just keep their balance. Is it pretty common for people to start their kids out pretty early, and what age is normally?
Well, the kids start typically when they're about 3.5. We do have some kids that wear some of our extra small vests that they're starting at 2.5. But it's the 3.5 is when they, well, two reasons. One, they weigh enough so that the bindings will release. And about 3.5 is when most kids are potty trained. And ski schools don't want to have kids in ski school that are potty trained. So they start early, and normally after 4 or 5 years, they either love it and they're hooked for life, or they say, that's cold.
That is great. One of the things I see is obviously for parents, instructors, definitely it has always been probably a challenge, a constant challenge of kids not only trying to keep their balance, but I imagine they fall quite often. This was kind of something that you've seen and realized that this is a tool, really an aid that can help these instructors out there. Is it fascinating to kind of watch as you've developed?
Well, this whole industry has changed for me. I started and we were making solid color vests. Very boring, but that's what we were making. And then about 4 years ago, I was at Copper Mountain talking to them. And they said, no, we don't want to be plain, normal vests. They said, we want to do something completely different, and we want to design a wild and crazy vest. And so my business went from solid color vest to a dye sublimated product, which is what all of these are, is we let the ski resort basically create their own design, their own colors, their own logos, and we print whatever they want, and that has just taken off in the ski resort industries. It's promo, it's advertising, it's marketing their ski school so that when you go there, you know that's the Steamboat logo or a Vail logo.
We're talking about a win-win. Safety for the kids, ease and convenience for the parents and instructors, yet at the same time a marketing tool and designer at the same time. These are vests that basically have to handle the weight of a child. What is the durability here? What is the material made of?
The vests are all made right here in Denver. It's either going to be a polyester or a nylon outside and a nylon liner. And we have tested the vest, because that question was asked a couple times on, well, how much weight can they hold? So we've tested these vests at a place in Denver where we in effect put a vest around a pipe, a kid's body, and we just did another test a month ago, and these held up to 1,500 to 2,000 pounds of stress before some of the stitches started popping. So we feel very comfortable that these will work for any kid anywhere.
I would agree with you as well. Up to what age or what size do the vests comfortably hold?
We started with extra small to large. Then a ski resort said, I want something for the very small kids, so we did an extra small. And then 2 years ago, another resort back in the Midwest said, we want an extra large vest. So now we go from extra small to extra large. Whatever the ski resort wants, we pretty much can make it for them.
A very customized approach because you can handle everything right here in-house. One of the things that I see a task out there that skiers have to go with, which can be kind of challenging and scary, not only for parents and kids, but that is the ski lift, the chair lift. Not only getting kids on and off, is this product able to help them there?
Oh, this is ideal for that. That's where its primary use is. One, the back strap, you can help get the little one on the chair, and then when you're riding the chair, they tend to swing, the chairlift, and it's one of those you can put your hand in it and just keep a hold of the little one all the way up, and then it's just the reverse. You get up at the top. Normally the kids are small and they got to jump off the chair to hit the snow. Again, grabbing the strap, you pick them up or just steady them so that when they start going the downhill slide, they're not going to fall down and have all sorts of people behind them fall down.
Absolutely. Peace of mind for the parents. This is a durable product. It's American made. Really, this is something that you could probably hand down to the next sibling, I would imagine.
We get a lot of people that they have 2 or 3 kids, they buy them from us, not only ski schools, but the parents are buying them. And they'll buy 1 or 2, and if they have 2 or 3 kids, they'll figure that they can handle all their kids if they buy a couple sizes.
This is obviously should be a choice for any parent out there, because obviously this is the choice for many instruction schools here, not only in Colorado, but pretty much everywhere. What do some of the schools say about this product?
Well, all of them like it for the bright colors so that they stand out on the slopes. The handle, the back strap is, again, basically to get the kids on. It's the safety feature. These will last probably 5 to 7 years. And what happens is after 5 to 7 years, structurally they're still okay, but with the high altitude, the sun, the cold weather, they'll start fading just like any fabric. And most resorts, after a few years, if they start fading, which is good for me, they want to buy some new colors, bright colors again.
Well, like I say, what I like about this product is that it's not only functional, it's not only safe, but you've now made it pretty much designer clothing. And we're talking about bright colors. You can easily see your kid out there. You can pretty much custom tailor it to what you need, which is a great branding product for a business. They've got oversized zippers on the front, which makes it real easy to use, especially if you got, you're wearing gloves or whatnot out there. This has to be something that most parents would say, why didn't this exist when I was growing up?
That's what I said. When I followed the ski school down at Keystone, I think the first one was, what is it? Why didn't they have this when I was teaching my daughter? And then who in the heck makes this? And I Googled it and found the company and talked to the lady who started it in San Diego, of all places, and called her and talked to her and said, hey, if you ever want to sell it, I'll buy it.
You realized it could help your grandkids, obviously helps a lot of folks out there. Has this been rewarding for you as you've seen it kind of evolve and grow?
This is the most fun I've ever had in my life. It's, as I joke, I came from a mortgage banking, title insurance industry for 40 years. I knew nothing about this. I am having more fun, working harder, and enjoying it more than I've ever done in my life. And it's almost like, why didn't I do this 30 years ago?
Kind of like the vest itself. How come
Yeah.
it didn't exist? Obviously, this is your flagship product. This is the thing that puts you on the map out there. Are there any other accessories that you're going to be delving into?
We are already doing a variety of other things. We do make some ski bags that are roller ski bags, like a roller luggage that you can wheel your boots through the airport instead of lugging them. We do make some adaptive handicap vests and bibs for the adaptive ski program. We did some for Winter Park, or National Ski Center for the Disabled. And we recently, in fact last year, we were approached by a couple hospitals and senior care centers. Another thing we do is we make these vests for special need kids. We were approached by some occupational therapists from some schools, and even Children's Hospital here in Colorado, about taking this basic vest and we add more grab holds instead of just the back strap. And they use it to help kids that need help getting around. So we're starting to sell it in that market. And again, that's all over the country. We're selling the same vest, just enhance it with more places for, say, a parent or a therapist to grab hold when needed.
I believe that 100%. When I look at a product like this, I think you're just barely tapping into what is possible. Obviously skiing, snowboarding, but I'm talking about roller skating, tubing down a hill, even a kid learning how to ride a bicycle. There's a lot of different reasons when I lose sight or basically lose grip of my kid, and can be scary for a parent. Viewers, take a look at there at the bottom of the screen. You're going to see the last time their contact information right there, but honestly it's as easy as going to their website. Check out the different sizes they have. You can order right there as well. And once again, if you're an instructor, give them a call. They can put together a custom quote for you and see what it's going to take to get your logo, your brand, your image out there, not only on your school, but possibly on one of the resorts out there in the Colorado area, pretty much now serving worldwide, located right here in Denver, Colorado. That is Kinderlift of Colorado. Get a grip on your kid. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.
Fisher Van Lines is a family-owned and operated Denver mover with the experience and resources to manage your residential or commercial relocation. From planning and packing, transport and unpacking, we offer an array of professional moving and storage solutions to meet your needs. When you choose Fisher Van Lines as your Denver movers, you get a trained professional staff to ensure your move is well executed, on time, and on budget.
This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Commerce City, Colorado. I'm here with Phoenix Pop-Up Campers. Since 1988, they have built custom campers for your adventurous needs. I'm here with Carrie and Rob Rowe. Guys, thanks so much for joining us here. I'd have to say that this family has a history of campers. It must run in your blood. This started way back in the 70s by your father, I believe. Multi-companies you guys have owned throughout the years. Share with me a little bit, Rob, how all this got started with you guys.
Well, my dad, our family wanted to go camping, and we had a little Scout 2, which is a pretty small vehicle, four-wheel drive. And we just didn't fit in there. So he built a little camper that fit on there, and it worked, I guess, good. I was only 5, so I don't remember how the camping was in that first one, but I guess we liked it. Other people liked it, and they asked if they could buy that one off of my dad. He built another one, you know, and it just started to snowball. And eventually he designed the pop-up section of the camper where it goes up, and that's where it really skyrocketed. Yeah.
Took off from there. Let me ask you this. In Colorado, we are known for our outdoors type. We love the outdoors here. Carrie, why do you think a camper is still a great way to experience the great outdoors?
I would say it's because you get to go places that you couldn't go if you were pulling a trailer or in a large RV. You get to go off-road. You take, a lot of the U.S. Forest Service roads and get places that you couldn't get, and stay with your camper close by if you're going to your favorite hunting or fishing place.
Wonderful. We love our four-wheel off-road, obviously. No matter what industry that I interview out there, I believe that people love customization. This industry is no different. Why do you think customization is popular here?
Over the years, the companies that make the trucks have changed and changed the designs, shapes, everything about the vehicles. So everybody out there has a different shape, size kind of vehicle. So just in that respect, it takes a customization to make them fit right, to make the truck be able to handle it right. And then you have people, everybody wants a little something different in their camper to make them comfortable where they go. So we try to fit both together, fit the budget as well as we can, and, whatever people need, we can take care of.
Like we said before, you guys have managed multiple businesses throughout the years. You've even worked with a one-size-fits-all type of product back in the day. You decided customization was your niche. In 2007, you pretty much shook up the camping industry. We're talking about interactive customization, where people can kind of take part in it. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it all starts with the idea in their head that, hey, I've already got this vehicle, and I like camping, and how can I put all of it on top of this vehicle and make it comfortable for me and my family, and not have to change necessarily trucks or cars or vehicles. So that's where the customization, works. That's where the process starts, and then they just start throwing ideas at us, and we bounce our feedback back at them, and till we get a design right, and then we get to work.
The bulk of this organization takes place right here in the factory. You got a showroom that's pretty small because, quite honestly, you're dealing with people across the nation, people that are giving you ideas on the phone. You're looking at photos and whatnot. This is more than just U.S. made. This is Colorado made. We're talking about right here, a factory direct, no dealers. You're eliminating the middleman. Is that really the way you're able to control the quality?
It is. We are able to work one-on-one with the customers to get them exactly what they want. And then we are here to make sure that everything is done in the proper order, by the proper, quality assurance, and keep it going that route.
That is great. I mean, I'd have to think that these are not your typical campers that you're just going to park at the KOA campground. I mean, these things are get out there off-road. They have to be tough. They have to be durable. I mean, they have to be able to perform. Is that really what you're known for, putting together something that is going to stand the test of time?
Absolutely. In recent years, we've had more and more people that want to build a rig and live in it. They're either going to retire or young folks that that's just the lifestyle they're choosing. So we have them where they'll design it just right so they can live in there comfortably and go on very long trips, like all the way down to the tip of South America and back up. And then the same folks will go up through Alaska and Canada, another year. So it turns into just a lifestyle, and they want a vehicle and a camper that can perform and take the beating for as long as they want to.
It's fantastic. This is really a foundation your father started back in the 70s. You obviously have advanced that. You've got advanced technologies you guys are using now. A great factory here. The build process takes place all right here. Tell me about the build process. How long does it normally take? I know there's not an exact, because this is customization, and who knows what you're going to get into and how the person takes adds to it, if you will. But share with me the build process. How long are we talking about?
The average build is 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
We've had some that take many months.
I imagine.
Yeah, and then we've had some that take just a week and a half, 2 weeks, and that's a very simple build. So, yeah, it starts with a frame structure, then you put in the insulation, and then all the interior gets built out. And we do all our own woodwork and cabinetry and everything under one roof. So.
That is impressive. I understand it starts with 3 base models, depending on what you're going to go with. Tell me about the how those differ a little bit.
Yeah, one is a slide-in camper, which means it's just a camper that you will back your truck right into. Another is a flatbed, so either you would have a camper that doesn't have a bed in it, has a flatbed on it, or we can build a flatbed. And then there's also the chassis mount, which will mount directly to the chassis of the truck. And all of those have their own little, pluses and minuses, depending upon what you want. And, each specific customer really knows which one they want to have.
So once we get that base built in-house here, then it becomes time to make the thing look like the customer wants. They can kind of get involved because we're talking about hundreds of different fabrics they can choose. What are the fabrics used for, basically?
The fabrics are used for their dinettes. Pretty much every camper comes with a dinette that can make into a second bed. And then some draperies, because every camper will, I would say 99% of every camper comes with a front window and a side window and then a window in the door. So some drapes that will go nicely with that as well.
Drapes, cushions, they can pretty much make it look exactly how they want. I would think that the customers probably enjoy being a part of that process. I mean, really looking at some photos, really almost from hundreds of miles away is maybe helping create something that takes place right here. Is that a fun part for them?
Absolutely. And in addition to fabrics, upholsteries, and such, they can choose flooring. One of our specialties is taking a small size light-duty vehicle like a Toyota Tacoma or a Nissan Frontier, maybe a Honda Ridgeline, even sometimes very specialty vehicles like some Jeeps. And we can fit campers on there that require very little modification to the vehicle to handle them nicely and still fit room and comfort for the human beings that are going to want to live in there and be comfortable.
Excellent. And based on the materials you guys use, still keep it pretty lightweight.
Definitely. We use no wood at all in our structure. It's an aluminum frame with fiberglass and fiber composites boarding on the flooring and under bed. So our structure itself, it has no wood, so we do everything we can to keep it light and to keep it from rotting.
That is great. You never know what somebody's going to put at you out there. And what's great about these things, there's really nothing you need to do to your truck. I mean, you don't have to really change anything per se. These are lightweight. It's pretty much just strap on and go, I would say.
For the most part, yes. Depends on how fancy you want the thing to be. But we do make campers that can just simply set right in the stock truck bed and go.
That is amazing. I see many testimonials out there on your website, customers that are sending in photos, even customers that have bought one from somebody else and the thing's still out there running. Does it kind of amaze you sometimes at some of the uses people have for these campers? I mean, sometimes they're weekend warriors. Many times they're living out of them. Kind of amazing, I would imagine, the stories you've heard.
Yes, absolutely. Some of them that make me the happiest are ones where people need it for a type of work that they do, or to be in a place where they do their work, and they need a home away from home. So that's a wonderful feeling when they need what we build. So Yes.
Excellent. Somebody who's thinking about a custom camper out there, they're looking, like you said, I've got this truck, I like it, how do I put everything on here customized? They're checking it out. What would you tell them? How would you tell them to start with it? Is it just a phone call?
A phone call or an email. And just the best thing is an email. Send me your complete wish list. As bizarre as it may sound, or as send me everything that you'd like to have, and I will work up a build quote and let you know. If you have a Tacoma and you want, everything under the sun in it, we can do it, and this is how it would work.
Does it excite you when you guys get the email back, that last email or that last phone call, and these people, open up this gift and realize that you've hit it right on the head?
Definitely. It is such a great experience when we hear back from our customers, especially those that, are enjoying it, and then maybe their spouse never even knew they were going to do it. And then all of a sudden it's like, they didn't want me to do this, and now they're with me every single weekend when we go camping. So those are the types of, experiences we like to hear, and it warms our hearts because that's what we do.
Absolutely. Last time viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see their website. Contact information is all right there. Like she said, you can give them a call, but the best way is an itemized email that pretty much all the wishes you want, what type of customization you're looking for. This is a company that really has been involved in this type of industry since the early 70s. They're the kings of customization. They're getting it all done right here in Denver, Colorado. Check them out. Better Business accredited out there, and basically the belief that the customer's needs are of the utmost importance. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.